Hi, my name is Kalli
And my name is Josie Hume.
and we are both seniors at Faith Christian School this year. Last year in March, when Faith had to close down due to COVID-19 restrictions, it was easy to say things like, well, I'm glad this isn't my senior year, or at least my senior year will be normal.
When Faith didn't open back up in April, as many of us hoped, and the class of 2020 senior trip got canceled, I was so glad that this wasn't my senior year. But as time went on and restrictions started to change for schools in June and July, it became evident to us that our senior year would not be normal. Additionally, in April, we got news our major trip to Europe, following the footsteps of Paul, got canceled a year out. We knew this meant that our senior year would be drastically impacted too.
There were a lot of adjustments that we had to make from the very beginning. The traditional overnighter senior retreat quickly became a separate 2-day retreat with disappointing modifications that we had originally been looking so forward to.
We became bitter and disappointed at the fact that, straight from the beginning, our senior year was different. The year that is the best year of high school quickly became the year many of us no longer looked forward to. The year that is our year was now the year of trial and disappointment almost every day. We didn't want to have to social distance. We wanted to be able to hug our friends who we hadn't seen in 6 months. We wanted to enjoy sporting events without the restriction of masks. And we wanted to be able to enjoy class parties and hanging out with our friends without having to worry about social distancing.
On the senior retreat, Mr. Gass talked about how we are better together, which is a phrase that has stuck out to us greatly. Proverbs 6:19 talks about not sowing discord among others, which is a very challenging thing not to do in light of all of the conflict in our world today. This selfish mentality changed when we began to look through the lens of thankfulness and trust in the Lord and the sovereignty of God, even if our plans for the perfect senior year were no longer possible. Our disappointment from these restrictions, alongside all the other heavy issues in our world, were switched to an attitude of humility rather than an attitude of bitterness.
Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." We have had to renew our thinking of, this is going to be the worst senior year ever, to, I am so thankful that we even get a senior year.
While we still have a long way to go, we are thankful for the opportunity to be back in school, in person. We've been dwelling on the promises of God and His faithfulness. A big encouragement for us has been watching the younger students respond so joyfully despite all the restrictions at hand. Along with that, our teachers have gone above and beyond to do a great education in spite of all the extra challenges. It pushed us to choose joy every day that we get to come to school and learn in person.
We are so thankful that God knows better than us, and we can trust that His plan for this school year is far greater than anything we could have planned for ourselves. It has been such a blessing getting to love on classmates in different ways. It has stretched us and grown our trust in God so much. We can choose to be grateful for the opportunity to learn rather than bitter that learning looks quite different this year.
We have been thankful for all of your guys' prayers the past couple of months as we prepared for the school year. And we would appreciate your prayers going forward as we face each day with joyfulness rather than bitterness. Thank you.